Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Old Man Dubs, and welcome back to our 5-minute Moons Guide. Now, guys, this is, I think, one of the most severely underrated bosses in the game. Came out with the release of Varlamore. Make sure you have the Perilous Moons quest done and any requirements for Varlamore. I'll do a separate video on the quest and all that good stuff. If you guys want, just let me know in the comments. Please make sure you check out the live stream. It's live every day, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. And that is Old Man Dubs with a Z, 808 on Twitch. Please check me out, man. Really appreciate the love and support as we try and grow this community. Just make better 5-minute videos for you guys. All right, so for moons, you're going to bring your best in slot melee gear. Now, I bought some obsidian gear to represent a more accurate depiction of what my gear was like when I was running moons and what I think most people will be running when they're running moons. So I brought some obsidian gear with me and some Arania boots, so nothing crazy. But you're just going to want to bring your best in slot melee, right? Okay. So bring your best in slot melee. We're going to start off with stab. There are 3 different styles we need to bring: stab, crush, slash, DDS. Okay, so one more time: stab, crush, slash, DDS. This is paramount, especially for you lower mid game folks, that we bring all 3 of these attack styles, as well as a DDS is essential. If you have a light bearer, please bring it for the spec reason that we just mentioned. Okay, let's get right into the fight. So there are a couple different ways you can navigate the chambers, and if you did the quest, you'll know this. I like to do the northeast door. So we're going to do the northeast door here. And we've got our stab, crush, slash, and our DDS available and ready. We're just going to run all the way over to the cooking symbol that we see on our mini map, okay? So here we go. We're going to escape our little way up there. There we go. Alrighty. Now, guys, 2 things you need to know up here. All supplies are made within the raid. So you don't need to bring any food, any pots. There are no overhead prayers throughout the fight. Let me say that one more time. You don't need to bring any food, any pots, and there are no overhead prayers throughout the fight. This is amazing. It reduces our cost. Our overall profit per run is insanely increased. Now, I've made 80 million at Moons and 375 KC. So it can be a little tough because it's an RNG boss, but let me tell you, the sweet, sweet GP from this boss is worth it. When we come up to the range here, we're going to right click after every boss fight. We're going to hit make cuppa. That is going to restore your run energy. Again, paramount. Now, in each room, you'll see these supply crates. You can go fishing, hunting, herb lore. I like to do herb lore fishing. For some of you lower level players, or lower mid game, I should say, like I was when I started Moons, you're probably going to have to resupply in between boss fights. So that's why I brought lower gear, and we'll show you how to do the hunter supplies as well. So we're going to start off with 4 vials of water, pestle and mortar, which is the herb lore supplies. Collect twice if you want 4 vials, and then 1 fishing for fishing net. We're going to come over to the grubby sapling here, and we're going to match our grubbly sapling harvest with our vials of water. So we have 4 vials of water here. We want 4 grubs. Okay? Grubs into the pestle and mortar. Make your potions. Now, guys, these are incredible. They work as super combats, and they also work as prayer potions. Now, remember, no overheads in this fight. So you're going to turn on your best melee prayer. Piety is highly recommended, but if you can go get chivalry for this boss, it's a huge, huge difference. Okay? So we've made our potions now. I'm going to just do a nice little rearrange there because I'm OCD. We can get rid of our pestle and mortar. If you want to maximize the amount of fish you take with you, head over to this fishing spot right here. Now, if you want to maximize the amount of fish you take with you, drop one while you're fishing. This instance is very cool because you can actually interact with your inventory while you're fishing. So it's a very nice little touch that the wonderful J-Mods gave us. Now see how I dropped a bream? Because we're going to get rid of that net. And this is, again, just paramount for you folks that are new to moons, learning the mechanics, or just new to this whole area, this boss. Maybe your levels are a little lower. Maybe you're a hardcore Iron Man. Very, very important that we maximize our food and our potions. Okay, great. So we've got our fish. We're going to drop our net. We're going to pick up our fish, and we're going to come right back over, and instead of make cuppa, we're going to cook our fish now. Now, you have a guaranteed no burn on these fish, so that's great. All right, fantastic. Our fish are made, and here we go, guys. I'll give you a little view of the map again. Northeast room, south door is going to be our first boss. This is the Eclipse moon. This is a stab boss. So if you choose to go in the path that I do, Eclipse is going to be our stab boss. Please feel free to mark these tiles if you'd like. I'll give you guys a second to do so, or you can pause the video and go ahead and mark those tiles. Essential. Now, if you're using RuneLight, go ahead and go ahead and download the Perilous Moons tile pack. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that, but if you know about tile packs and RuneLight, go ahead and get the Moons tile pack and activate that. If not, please feel free to copy here. Okay, so remember I told you we have super combats and prayers with our Moonlight Potion. We have food, and this is a stab boss. We have our best in slot melee gear. We're going to check our weapon style, make sure we're on stab. We're going to pot up, and we're going to go into the fight. There are two mechanics you need to be aware of in Eclipse Moon. So I'm going to show you both of those now. We're going to pot. Max prayer. Make sure we are on the appropriate attack style. And in we go. We're going to click on the statue to enter. Now, it dropped us immediately into what we call the whack-a-mole phase. So guys, you'll see on my mouse here, I am clicking where he pops up. Now, most things in RuneScape, you only have to click once. This one, yeah, you want to click a few times when you see that come up. Okay, so each time you are in between special attacks, you are going to see these lit up moon indicators here. Make sure after every second attack that we move with the moon, okay? After that, the boss is going to phase. This is called our orbit phase. Run energy off, walk with the orbit. Okay, we want to stay right behind that thing. So see how I'm walking and I'm using those squares? We're walking and we're staying right behind it. It may look like you may need to give it a little tap or run there, but we want to immediately turn that off. We want to stay right behind it. See how I'm clicking to the next corner? All right, prayers back on, food in, and over to our lit moon because we're in between phases. Remember, lit moon, stab. I'm going to turn this off so I can make it to the next phase to show you guys because we don't want the Fang to take him out before we get there. So we're following the moons. We're on stab. Here we go. Over, over, over. Okay. So follow those lit moons. Remember, 2 attacks per circle. We have our orbit phase that we just showed you. Now, this is whack-a-mole. Wherever you see him appear, click in front of him. We don't need to click him, but click 2 or 3 times, guys. Make sure you get that hit in there, because this can be very devastating to the boss, but also to you. So we're just going to click in front of the boss, click in front of the boss, click in front of the boss. Use your camera angles if you need to. Click in front of the boss, click in front of the boss. And there you go. You just did Eclipse Moon. Great job. All right, guys, we're done with Eclipse Moon. Now we are going to Blue Moon, and we are going to switch to our Crush gear. Okay? I'm going to keep those prayers off because we're going to go through the bosses too fast if I keep those prayers on. Now, for you folks that see, now we've been transported to our next room, which is in between the blood and the, or excuse me, in between the blood and the Blue Moon room. Blue Moon is Crush, Blood Moon is Slash. That's going to be our final boss. So in the Blue Moon room, if you took a lot of damage in Eclipse, you have the ability to also get additional supplies here by either going back right here to our northeast room and fishing again, or you can do the hunter here. Now the hunter here just requires you to right click hunting. Okay, here I'll show you guys real quick just in case y'all need it. So we're gonna drop that, We're going to take from hunting supplies. You can get rid of that butterfly net because it's useless. We're going to take our rope and we're going to trap on these rocks here. So trap 1, trap, 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 and rustle the bushes. Rustle these ones as well. Okay, we can drop our rope now. Each one of these lizards will generate 2 pieces of food for you. Okay, so remember, you don't need lizards to fill your whole inventory because watch, you'll see I'll come over, I hit the cooking stove, boom. See how it expanded like that? Okay, so if you need those extra supplies, great. Now we're gonna head directly east to the Blue Moon room. Blue Moon is crush. Again, just like with our Eclipse Moon, guys, we've got phases. So we've got 1 sequence of attacks on the lit tile, 2nd sequence of attacks on the lit tile, transition, attack, attack, transition, attack, attack, spec phase, back to your 3 moon cycle. Do not miss being on those illuminated moons. Those illuminated moons are essential that you keep in par with them. So learning that timing of attack, right? You're attacking, the moon's bosses are going to be attacking you. So they're going to attack 1 cycle. They're going to attack a 2nd cycle. You'll see the transition. Okay, so we do that 3 times, so 6 total. And then we phase to the special. Blue Moon has 2 specials. One, we are going to attack what we call frozen weapons, and there's going to be a tick mechanic of avoiding some spikes. And then the second is a tornado and a healing phase. Now you guys need to pay attention during this tornado phase because it can really, really damage you low-level players. So just like before, we're going to potion up. We're going to make sure our mechanics are good there for our weapon, making sure we're on crush, and we're going to enter. Now, guys, make sure you have your prayers turned on, too. So here we go. Perfect start. So we're in the illuminated circle, and the boss is attacking us. Now we're going to scoot over here, right? So there's 1 attack. There's 2. Now we move. 1 attack. 2 attacks. Spec. Here's frozen weapons. Guys, one of these is going to be illuminated. So see how this is illuminated? I'm going to click in and attack. And then I'm going to step back with our spikes. And then I'm going to click in and attack. This is that easy. Out, back in. Now, obviously, you can be tick perfect and get fancy and get extra hits in and stuff. But right now, this is the mechanic you need to know about. Okay, so back and then in. Now, these tile packs help big time because, see, after frozen weapons, we're going to go here and back to the boss. Awesome. 1 attack, 2 attacks. So now we move. Okay. 2nd attack, we move. Okay. Here's 2nd phase. This is called Tornado. This phase heals Blue Moon. You want to immediately run and light these braziers. When you hit a tornado, it turns off your run energy and damages you. So my best advice is just spam click over, watch your health, turn your run back on, spam click over, light the brazier, and then get the hell out of there, okay? Back over here, we're turning back our run energy. We're gonna eat up. Okay. I'm going to turn on specs now that we've seen the mechanics, just to finish this boss off. And there we go. We're back in phase. It's that easy, guys. That easy. So there's 1 attack. 2nd attack. Here we go. We move. And then we crush, right? All right. Good job. You just successfully defeated Blue Moon. We're on to our last one. All right, guys, this is Blood Moon. So this is our final chamber. Now be careful. You have these sulfur naguas here, level 98. So they can hit you for some damage, especially if you're a little bit lower player. Again, all doors after the first are east. So south, first door, Eclipse. East, blue. East, blood. Okay. Now, Blood Moon is a slash boss. this is going to be the hardest boss for most people. Here are the tiles if you need them. Guys, Blood Moon's mechanic, the biggest thing that gets Blood Moon is Blood Moon lays down serious damage. So if you miss your mechanics, I mean, you can get hit for 40s, 50s. You need to be smart with your food, and you need to hit your Jag spec. Now, the Jag spec is the mechanic that people struggle with the most. We're going to have a Blood Rain phase, which is relatively easy. The mechanics on the Jag are the things that get people the most. Okay? So here are the mechanics on the Jag. I'm going to tell you right now. The Jags are going to appear. Okay? You're going to be attacking them. You will see a blood pool spawn behind you. Do not immediately click into the blood pool. You will take damage. That heals the boss. Not good. If you do this mechanic correctly, you will heal yourself and the boss will take damage. So this is paramount. Jaguar's in front of you, right? In this tile right here. Okay? Jaguar's right here. I'm going to attack. I'm going to see the blood spawn behind me in like a little ball. What you want to do, instead of immediately clicking into that, you want to allow that blood. You'll see it surge almost like once. You'll see it surge once. That's when you step in. And then you immediately tick back if you want to be efficient as possible. Immediately tick back onto that Jag and kill him. Okay, so we're going to wait for the blood pool to spawn, and then we're going to wait for that little surge. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's a timing thing, right? Once you get that timing down, this boss becomes a lot easier. All right? All right, so we're going to potion up. We're going to make sure we have our slash weapon in. But remember, with the slash weapon, guys, we are going to start. See, we want to make sure it's on slash. This is where we use our spec. So when we have spec, we're going to start by specking Blood Moon. Now, Lightbearer helps big time, and you guys will see why, because we can spec again later throughout the boss. All right, prayers in. Here we go, if I could speak today. We're on the first square, spec with the DDS. Oh, this is perfect. Look, we got Jags. All right, guys, here we go. So I'm going to show you. Watch, we attack. There it is, it surges, I go back. I click in and attack again. Surge, go back, attack. Surge, attack. Surge, attack. Surge, attack, right? Now it's done, okay? So now we're gonna go to our lit tile. We're gonna spec Blood Moon with our slash weapon, right? Just get out all your spec in there, dump them. And then we're gonna pass over to our next tile. Remember, 3 and then spec, 3 and then spec. We're gonna switch to our whip at this point, and we move. Okay. Now this is the second spec. This is called the Blood Rain. Now all you have to do on this one is when you see the blood spawn on the floor, make sure you move from it, right? See? Make sure you move from it. Make sure you move. Here we go. We're back. Attack the boss. Make sure your prayer pots are in. And we're getting that attack in there. I want to get one more Jag phase. So let me see. Yeah, we'll get one more Jag phase here. So we can show you guys a proper Jag phase. Okay. And then we'll finish it up after the Jag phase. All right, here we go. Jags are spawning. We want to go to our lit Jaguar. Hit, move. Hit, move. Hit, move. Hit, surge, move. Hit, move. Hit, move. So see what I mean? See how that guy just took damage? Do you see how that guy just took damage? Because he went too early. That's the biggest thing with that timing is you don't want to go too early. Do like I did, chat, and wait for that surge like I was showing you guys, right? Yeah, because that mechanic is so important for lower or mid-tier players to having a nice, healthy Blood Moon run. All right, guys, we definitely went over the 5 minutes, so we're going to wrap up and go see what we got. But that's it, man. You defeated the moons. Now you're going to head directly south after finishing Blood Moon, and this is why we go this path. And we're going to head to our chest and see what we got. All right, all right, all right. Give me a big one. Here's our chest room, guys. Let's see what we get. Probably nothing, but that's all right. Oh my gosh, on the tutorial video, we got a blood moon, or a blue moon. No way. Well, 500k unique on the tutorial video. I don't know if you could get any better than that. So we'll leave it there, guys. I mean, even a better reason to run moons. There you go. You see a unique. And guys, thank you so much for checking out my first YouTube guide. Please come check out the channel Old Man Dubs 808 on Twitch. Remember, the Dubs has a Z in it. We've got an amazing Discord. We raid, we do guides, we do all kinds of stuff. So please come check us out. Thank you so much for the love and support, and go get you some money at Moons. All right, guys, thanks so much. Bye-bye.